Hello, Kiss Army. I'm Pasquale Veri.
And I am Claudio Spera. Welcome to Let Me Know a Short Kiss. Kiss Night marked the first of its kind event for the Montreal Canadiens hockey team, and Pasquale was there to experience this unique partnership. So we're going to get into the specifics of this event, but first, I want to get past your general impression of Kiss Night. So two questions here. So what were your thoughts when this event was announced? And second, how did you prepare for this special and unique night?
Well, I heard about this Kiss Night when I was at work during lunch. And I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. I looked at the tickets, $190. That includes the ticket for the game and the t-shirt. I'm thinking, cool, it's a little pricey. I want to save my money for the upcoming box sets. Then my colleagues came around and go, what? You don't want to go to this? You're a Kiss fan. This is a Kiss event. You have to go. And it was weird because people are coming all around telling me, you have to go. You can't miss this. You're going to regret it. I go, you know what? Once I make a decision, I regret nothing. But I'll tell you something else. You're right. I have to go to this, right? It's happening in Montreal. How many
True.
major Kiss events happens in Canada, specifically in Montreal, Quebec? Not
Yeah, and
many.
also related to hockey, right? Which is, the sport here, man. So
Exactly.
it's a win-win. Yeah.
It's an amazing opportunity. And yeah, like you said, hockey and Kiss, they go hand in hand, and in Montreal, Canada. Montreal is a hockey town,
Absolutely.
So, but you know what? I decided, yes, I'm going to go. But I got to be honest, I had low expectations. I didn't think it'd be anything over the top. I think, okay, it's a hockey game. They're calling it a Kiss Night.
Okay.
They're gonna sell some merch. Kiss is going to play, and that's it. But once there, man, I quickly realized that it was a total Kiss experience, and
Really?
there just happened to be a hockey game at the time. But this was a Kiss experience, top to bottom.
So let's go slowly. No spoilers. Okay. There's a lot of questions still. So I know that you're anxious, to go there.
Oh yeah.
So how did you prepare for this special event and unique night? So were you kind of, as the day was approaching, were you kind of anxious or kind of you stayed, okay, well, let's see how it goes?
No, I wasn't anxious because to me, listen, I'm not a big sports fan. I'm not a big hockey fan. To me, I was going to a hockey game.
Okay.
And I'm going to this game because there's some cool merch I want to pick up. And really, I thought that was it, right? Once I pick up the merch, the rest of the night is going to be the game. I'll sit through it. But
Okay.
I thought nothing more than that.
So you mentioned that before. I know that one of the things that drew you to this event was the limited edition, officially licensed Kiss Canadians merchandise, kind of unique that you will never find except for that night. So there you go. So what was available and what did you get?
Okay, so first of all, when I walked into the main entrance of the Bell Center, there was this huge screen where they were projecting Kiss Night. So I went with Kevin Gangley, and we took a selfie and some pictures in front of the screen. And I said, okay, we did our selfie. Let's go right to the merch. So we get there, and there's this huge lineup, 3 rows long, and then 2 out of the 3 computers breaks down.
Oof.
And there was only one. So what they did was then they merged the 2 lines into one. So now 3 lines became 2, and then 2 lines became 1. So you had one line going in straight, another line coming in on the side, and we were waiting a good. I felt like it was the longest time because I saw the t-shirt, I saw the hoodie, I saw the puck. I'm thinking this thing is going to go. I got to get it now. I was getting anxious. So, and then they merged the lines. I'm going, okay, listen, how is this going to work? We've been waiting here a while. These guys had just gotten there and they're getting through before us. We're alternating. Oh, you're alternating. Okay, so here's what you're going to do for me. Get me the hoodie, get me the puck, hold on to it till I get to the cash. Because I want to make sure that I get it. listen, you can see the design of the KISS
Yeah.
t-shirt here.
Yeah.
You know, it's an okay design, nothing great, to be honest. But you know what? It's exclusive
It
to this
is.
KISS night in
Yeah.
in Montreal, and it's the
Right.
exact same design on the hoodie, the exact same design
On the puck.
on the puck. Now, like I said earlier, I went there to buy the hoodie and the puck.
Yep.
I got the T-shirt with the price of the game, the ticket for the game.
Oh, with the ticket. Okay.
Right. So I bought the tickets. Later, we get an email saying, "Which size do you want?" And I asked for an extra large, and Kevin asked for his size, but they didn't have his size, so he took a size smaller. Okay. So we get there, we get no email saying where are we going to pick this up, right? No email whatsoever. So then we get there and we get our merch. Then we got to find out where to go for a T-shirt. That's the next thing we have to do before we get to the game. So we asked somebody there, where do we go to get our shirts? Oh, it's in this section here. Okay, we go to that section. I don't see anything. Excuse me, where do we get the T-shirt? Oh, you have to go downstairs to the main entrance downstairs. We go downstairs. Excuse me, where do we have to go? Oh, you have to go upstairs to the
Oh boy.
to the main merch store. We get to the merch store. Oh, you have to go to this section. It's like, oh my God. Oh my God. So we actually finally found it.
Okay.
So what they did was they basically scanned our ticket to make sure that we didn't go there twice to get the T-shirt. But the odd thing is, I saw a list, but they never went through the list. So they never actually checked the sizes. So Kevin ended up getting the size he wanted. At the merch table, he got another T-shirt for the size he wanted. So now he ended up having two T-shirts.
Oh wow.
He wanted to make sure he got it. And I'm sorry, man, these things were not cheap. The puck was $20 plus tax. The T-shirt was $60 plus tax, and the hoodie was $90 plus tax.
Oh, nice. Oh wow.
It wasn't cheap. It wasn't cheap. But we finally got all of our merch, and then it was finally off to our seats and going to check out the game. But before we go on, my brother, you know, I got you a puck.
There you go, buddy.
I have a puck waiting for you, my friend.
Oh, so lovely, man. So happy. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. This is great, man. Oh, wow. You're the best, man.
It's my absolute pleasure.
So, Pask, besides the merch, so what else did the event have to offer?
Well, it's funny because I knew what the event had to offer because I was looking around everywhere for the T-shirt station to pick up my free T-shirt or the T-shirt I paid for.
Your tour.
Exactly. So in my tour, we saw a section like downstairs. They had like a kind of like a food court section, and in that food court they had a huge section where they were having or selling hotter than hell wings.
Okay.
And they had all these KISS displays. It was really nice put together. It was really cool. Then when we went to the to our seats, they projected the KISS logo onto the ice from both ends. So they flipped it on one side and another side, so everybody gets to see it from the front. Fantastic, different colors. It was really cool. They also had they announced a photo booth with two of the mascots, and the mascots were wearing like the Gene Simmons black and the Paul Stanley black. Apparently, the photo booth lasted 5 minutes. I guess the lines were going to be too long. The mascots had to be places, so never got to take a picture with the mascots. There was also a dress to kill contest.
Oh, was there? Okay.
There was a dress to kill contest, but there were like two girls in KISS T-shirts, and they were the masters of ceremony. So they were going around interviewing fans, and you saw the interview up on the screen. And on the screen, you saw fans in makeup and stuff. It was really cool. So I'm assuming those girls were going around and basically deciding, oh, okay, this is a cool costume. Okay. You're gonna be the you're gonna be the winner.
We're selecting. Okay.
But there wasn't a particular section for that.
Okay.
And also, again, like I said, I expected there to be the merch, KISS theme, then it's over. Then basically the game. No. Throughout the game, on the big screen in the center of the ice, they were the two masters of ceremony interviewing fans. There were all kinds of Kiss related stuff going on, showing pictures of fans in makeup, fans cheering, and they were playing songs throughout the game.
Okay.
Whenever there was a whistle, a Kiss song would come out. Not
Really?
every time, but it
Wow.
was like a lot of Kiss songs. So to me, it's like, yeah, let's rock. Let's rock. It was.
I saw a couple of videos also that they projected Paul and Gene, right?
Well, that's what I was going to say. I mean, the biggest surprise of them all was the Paul and Gene announcement. So
Okay.
check this out.
Bonsoir and good evening. Welcome to Kiss Night. So, we're going to have a great time. It's an honor for us. And I'm on the count of 3. Don't let me down. Be as loud as you can. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Let me hear it.
Hey, Montreal, I'm Simmons. No, sorry about that, but tonight, it's Kiss Night. Kiss Night, baby! And that means I want to hear you. Let me hear you!
So, man, how incredible is that? Now, in the video I just showed, it was basically Paul and Gene together, but Gene came on first during the first period, and Paul came out during the second period. So they were actually separated.
Okay.
But it was funny because Kevin and I were saying, "Oh, wouldn't it be cool if Gene and Paul showed up?" And in a sense, they were. And
Exactly.
this was specific to this. I mean, they said, this is Paul Stanley, this is Kiss Night, and make some noise. They recorded specifically for this event.
For the event.
Really, really cool. What a surprise. And I was jumping up and down, when I saw the Gene. It's like, oh my God, I gotta get the video. And I recorded it. And during the game, Xander messaged me saying, "Pasquale, listen, I tried to get the puck online because the merch was also being sold online. And apparently he was having trouble." He goes to me, "Listen, if you don't mind, you think you can get me the puck?" I go, "Listen, I'm going to try. I don't know if there's going to be any left." They were going pretty quickly. So during the game, I left, and I was looking for his puck, and I ended up finding one for him.
Nice.
As I'm going back to my seat, I see the screen from the hallway. It's like, oh my God, it's Paul Stanley. So I just run off and check it out. I go back to my seat. I go, "Kevin, tell me you recorded that," and he did. So we were like tag teaming. So every time I leave, he records anything Kiss. He leaves, I record anything Kiss, and then we share it.
Lovely. So the whole event is on record now. Beautiful.
Oh,
man.
absolutely.
Lovely. So, Pask, I think you mentioned there were some makeup stations. So did you see any fans get creative? I've seen people, posting on Facebook. There were all kinds, but have you seen anything that you weren't like, oh my God, this is so cool?
Listen, I can't express how cool it was to see Kiss fans together again at a major Kiss related event. And this was definitely a Kiss major event. Whenever they pass by, a little wink, "Hey, how's it going?" It was so cool. And this event really made me realize how much I missed these. And I'm not talking about one of my parties at my place. I mean, I'm talking about a real big event, like this one, like the Kiss Night. It's like, God, I forgot how much I really needed this. I felt like in the past year, I'm just getting old. And again, last night, I felt like a rock star. It was it was fantastic. Again, just seeing the fans, so many people in Kiss t-shirts. I was wearing my my bomber jacket from New York. I got a lot of compliments on it. People wanted to check it out, and so that was cool. It was a conversation starter with the fans. But I didn't see anybody in costume.
Okay.
A lot of people in makeup, with the Montreal Canadiens jersey, but not in terms of costume. I saw one guy with a mask, but that was about it. And as a matter of fact, it was also announced later on the jumbo screen that the winners were 2 girls, and they really had some cool Kiss makeup on, and they were both wearing Canadiens jerseys. Okay. So that was basically the extent of the costumes, really, the jerseys with with the makeup. But again, right, it was a cool merge between Kiss and hockey.
Absolutely.
It was perfect. It was beautiful.
And this is a hockey city, man, and
It really
you know,
is.
the team. And you know, I wanna go back to what you mentioned before, which is, you know, over the last year or more, actually,
Yeah.
that we haven't seen Kiss live, and we always talk about this communion, you know, with the fan base. And yeah, maybe there were not all the people there, they were not Kiss fans, but you know, Kiss kind of invites people to have fun and to be entertained. So I can only imagine what must have been there, meant to be there, just to go back to that, you know, awesome feeling of being in an arena, you know, full of Kiss fans, man. That must have been incredible.
Well, yes, because there were two types of passionate fans: the passionate Kiss fans and the passionate hockey fans.
That's right.
And the passionate Kiss fans were like, we were the Kiss Army, we were the community, and the
Right.
passionate hockey fans were like, what's going on with these guys?
Exactly.
You know, so in a sense, we got to learn about each other,
Of
and
course.
we found a commonality. Kiss and hockey
Yeah.
go hand in hand.
In
It
Montreal.
fit in Montreal.
Montreal.
It fits perfect.
Absolutely.
It fits
Wow.
perfect.
And there was also a cherry on the pie, which is our very own Montreal-based tribute band, KISS, performed during both intermissions. So, did they capture the spirit of KISS, and what was the crowd's reaction?
Okay, so they basically played 3 songs during each intermission.
Okay.
And the thing is, did it capture the spirit? It was during intermission, right? So during intermission, people usually go to the washroom or go get a drink or a bite to eat. So I would say that maybe half stayed during the intermission and watched Kiss play. So 2 intermissions. The first intermission, they played Detroit Rock City, Lick It Up, Shout It Out Loud. During the second intermission, they played I Love It Loud, I Was Made for Loving You, and Rock and Roll All Night.
Okay.
Now, when I got to my seat, I'm thinking, okay, where are they going to play? They're not gonna be on the ice. So I didn't see a stage. I didn't see anything. So I thought maybe they're gonna be playing backstage, and it'll be transmitted onto the big screen. But they were actually there in the seats in the lower reds, and
in the reds,
stage,
okay.
yes, and the stage was organized like in a rectangle. So all 4 members were basically lined up. They couldn't move.
Okay.
They just stayed there and played.
And played.
And the thing is, if you bought a KISS package, there was, I think, 6 sections in the 300 section of the Bell Center reserved for KISS night, for the KISS fans. And we were basically at the opposite end of the Bell Center where KISS was playing.
Okay.
So we saw where
You
they
could
were
see
playing.
them. Okay,
you could
right.
see them, and you could see them on the big screen.
Okay.
So that was cool. And even during their show, there was like fire bombs, smoke bombs that went off.
Oh,
nice.
nice.
On either sides. I mean, they spared no expense for this thing. They really didn't. They tried to get audience participation, but there wasn't much of that.
Okay.
I just felt like the fans were more like passive observers, you know.
Okay.
The KISS fans were like, yeah, we're enjoying this, you know, and the other fans were like, okay, this is interesting, this is curious, let's see what this is about. But there wasn't any really interaction. So they played one song after the next, and then that's it, you know. I could only imagine how cool it must have been for KISS to be playing at the Bell Center.
Oh my goodness.
You know,
yeah.
I saw pictures and afterwards, and they were so like, wow, you can't believe
Yeah.
that they're playing the Bell Center, a tribute band. You know?
Exactly.
A
Yeah,
tribute
yeah,
band.
yeah.
It was it was I felt for them. It's like, okay, these guys deserve this. This was really cool.
Well, of course, after so many years, you know, on the road, you know, if there's someone who really deserves to be there, it's them, man. So a big shout out for the boys, man. So this is great, man, that they had the chance to be there.
Absolutely.
That's awesome. So you mentioned a little bit of the general atmosphere in the arena during the game was nuts. You know, then there was a little bit of you know, during the intermissions, of course, as it normally happens, you know, people leave, go for a drink, go for the bathroom, whatever. So did it feel like a mix of a rock concert and a hockey game?
That's a good question, because I think it would depend on your perspective. I think Montreal fans are known for being a rowdy bunch. Montreal loves their hockey. So like I said earlier, they went nuts during the game. For me, the arena became electric every time Kiss played a song, or song played, or they showed some kind of Kiss related event, or a fan up on the screen. It's like, yeah. For me, it was like, that was, for me, it was like, that was a score. You know,
the Kiss
scored.
connection. That's right.
That was cool, you know?
Exactly.
So again, for me, this was a Kiss event that just happened to have hockey play at the same time.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah. But you enjoyed the game anyways, I guess, because he was full of, with those things like Kiss songs, in the middle, and the videos, projected and blah blah blah. So I thought that it was going to be like Kiss stuff, maybe at the very beginning, maybe at the end, but then during the game there was nothing Kiss related. But it wasn't like that.
It was throughout. It was
throughout.
So I wasn't focused much on the game, the first two periods, and during the game I was always saying the first two innings. I'm not a sports guy, so I wasn't really paying attention because I had my camera ready for anything that would come up on the screen. Okay. I was ready for anything Kiss. A Kiss song would come out, I would record it. Something on the screen, take a picture, record it. So I wasn't focused on the game. I was always at the ready. But I knew that after Kiss played after the second intermission, there wasn't going to be anything after that, and there wasn't. So then I actually, put the camera away, put the phone away, and just watched the game. And I started getting into oh my God, go, and oddly enough too, listen, the first period, the Canadians scored 3 goals.
3-0, yeah.
Second period, I think, what was it? Yeah, the Buffalo scored 3, I think, or 2. And then the third period, it's like it was getting late. I was getting tired. And at that point, I wanted to go home. There was nothing else Kiss, right? So I was getting into the game because I wanted to make sure the game didn't go into overtime. It's like, okay, don't score. Come on, guys. One more goal. You can do this. I want to go home on time, So 1 minute before the game was over, bang, Buffalo scores 3-3, goes into overtime. But it was cool because out of my need to want to leave, I was getting into the game. It was really weird. And at that point, like I was also cheering, and I was getting into it. And then during overtime, they scored after a minute and a half or something.
Yeah.
And then it was over.
Yeah. That was a good game. Really intense.
Yeah.
Really, really intense. So speaking of the Kiss Army, did you run into any fellow members of the Kiss Army at the game?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I ran into Katina Fanon. Remember her?
Oh, yes.
We interviewed her.
We had her in the show.
Yeah, I had her on the show. We ran into Andy, and he came to see us at every intermission, at any opportunity he had. And also I ran into a sister and her family of one of my friends and colleagues from work. And the cool thing is, they went for the hockey game. They're not Kiss fans. They went for the game, but they bought a puck. I thought that was so cool because they're not fans, but it just goes to show that you can't help but get into the spirit of the band. It's like, and you want to come out with some kind of souvenir of the event.
Yeah, that's right. That was a special night, man. That was really truly special.
Yeah, it really was. And in closing, I want to say that Michael Bornasian messaged me the next morning, and he asked me, "So Pasquale, was the event over the top?" I go, "Damn right it was," and I loved every freaking minute of it.
Lovely, man. I'm so happy for you, man, that you had the chance to be there. And as a true Kiss fan, well deserved, my friend. So I'm happy that you had a great time. Anything else you want to say before closing?
No, not really. Just to say that, the A show we went to a year ago, the final Kiss show, and you keep thinking it's over, but it's not going to be over. There's always going to be something Kiss coming around. Right. And every time we start to feel old, something's going to come up to make us feel like rock stars again. And if it's not Kiss night, it's going to be something else. But The magic that is KISS is never going to go away.
There you go. There you go. Well said. So Montreal-based KISS Army. So were you at this event? If so, let us know your thoughts in the comment section. So in the meantime, please like and subscribe and support the amazing guests we have on the KISS Army Nation podcast. Talk soon. Bye-bye.